Photographers are like bowls of soup. They get sent back from whence they came due to being boring. They're lumpy. They're the least exciting thing on the menu when you're deciding to choose menu type things. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna help them. I've got 10 of them right now, they're gonna be helped.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
I have a Canon EOS R now with no lens. I can't use it, but that doesn't mean I'm like itching inside. I'm not gonna waste money to go buy a lens immediately. I'm waiting for proper advice from Angry Photographer, my homeboy. He's gonna let me know what the best 3D pop lenses are. As you're witnessing now, it is very important as a YouTuber, probably the most important. Content comes 9th. Just 3D pop and you're pretty good. All right, first question. Why is the X-T4 bad for video and YouTube? Emoji. I'm seriously asking, no referencing other cameras, just want to know why the X-T4 is shit for YouTube. Don't listen to me. Don't take me serious. I say one thing and then immediately the next day I'm like, you know what? I was wrong. Here we are. I was very mad at the X-T4. It has its problems. I love it. Probably trying to sell it right now. Keeping the XH2S, that could be a fun decision. For me, it was just, there's a couple things. If you want to be a perfect YouTube camera, you would have reliable autofocus. X-T4 does not. Every time you turn your head, you're gone. The stay, pretty jerky. If you put digital on, it's better, but very warpy. There's just minor little nitpicks, no custom modes, the dials are useless. A lot of things make it not very good, but it looks fantastic. If you can just take it into your own control, manual focus, maybe even manually expose, cinema's yours for not much money. It's pretty good, but like perfect for YouTube, get a life. Also no unlimited recording, kind of annoying. By the way, I got a tip. On my Patreon video, I do a monthly Q&A episode. Feel free to sign up. You're not going to. He gave me a tip saying, I don't film in Sony sgamut.cine anymore. If you just go to sgamut 3 instead of 3 cine, it takes away the redness of thou face. So we're doing it as the golden sunshine unites our hearts, agreeing that that was a proper decision. It adds a little green hint, but it's much easier to get rid of. Just a little magenta boost, a little 4 points. You have Canon color science. So this belongs in the trash. Oh man, Corzine. I thought you said this thing was rock solid. Oh, I still have it. Are you seeing it? Next to handsome boy over there. Things look dark. That better not be the case, Sone, I swear. Not bad. You know the worst mistake you could ever make? Going S-Log 3 with an S-Cinetone color. Watch this. Why is this an option? I'm not a lobster. Leave me alone, please. You're harassing me, Sony. You're disgusting. Thank God I found this channel before I bought my first camera. To be honest, nothing has made me laugh more often watching your videos entertainment on YouTube. Can you tell me your thoughts about the Sony A74 as a do-it-all camera? Hopefully they improved the color science. Yeah, that's basically it. Do it all, everything. It's pretty much perfect. The color science has changed. Apparently, Marcus Pick's not so happy with the Sony A1 color improvements. I don't know, man. I've heard good things, but I don't know. Marcus Pick liked the Sony A7 III colors though, so how serious can we take him? Not very, clearly. But I don't know, it appears to be pretty darn good. If you have an A7 III, the biggest thing is you get the flippy screen. Like, it already had good autofocus, it's basically the same thing. But as an A7 II, that's a leap. That's a leap. So I don't know, it's that and the Fuji XH2S, those are like very top dog YouTuber cameras. You would say, oh, R6 too, Canon R6. No custom modes, can't do aperture priority in video, hard to edit files. I don't know about that, man. EOS R is your competitor in that field. Yeah. Have you tried Autofocus Limiter? I think it has a setting to focus the objects after a certain distance. I don't know what I did to deserve the punishment with these questions. Autofocus Limiter. He was suggesting for wildlife, I do believe, so it wouldn't hunt. For Fuji Eye Detect autofocus, oh, you just set a limit. How the hell are you going to predict the distance of something? Oh, that's about 24 feet away from me. Okay, let me just set this limiter quick. Don't move. You're just a bird. You're not gonna, there's nothing trying to attack you. You're not a prey. You're not prey. Oh, let me just set this 22 to 29 feet. Okay. Oh, you're gone. Oh, shit. Oh, that is useless. How are you gonna predict how far something is? So annoying. And then for vlogging, welcome to being in a prison. You said, okay, don't focus more than 2 feet to 5 feet. Right here. Don't go to the background ever. Okay, filming me, we're good. Yes. Oh, what's that out there? That's awesome. Let me just, oh God, it won't focus on it. Oh, what's happening? Oh, the limiter. How do you disable it? Ow, ow, my nail scratched the side of my head. So while it could help you in some circumstances, I imagine, I hate it. I hate the function, and I'm insulted and offended that you even brought it up. Why you're not talking about Lumix full frame camera? You're talking about all brand but Lumix full frame. Listen, buddy, Panasonic brings shame to my family. They're not in the same league as other companies. They have the best video specs, but then they disgust you with Panasonic colors, possibly worse than Sony, a Panasonic pig skin, diseased in its nature, autofocus, an afterthought, but a continued joke. I don't get them. The lenses, do they have 3D pop? I'm doubting it. What do they do that would help me? Also, I think this was on a comparison video type of thing, and I don't own a Panasonic camera. That's why I wasn't talking about them. When I'm comparing things, I compare what I have, not because it's fair and perfect for your life. It's the real world over here. I have a dresser, and I'm getting props in preparation ahead for the next question. Is that a small rig cage on your DJI Osmo Action? Why, yes it is. I just picked one up, and I was debating the cage to use camera filters on it. Is it worth it? This is the only reason I even use action cameras, because this cage allows glimmer glass filters. Then you have something that's not completely digital and disgusting like a smartphone. It's almost like a real camera now. And this small rig cage is perfect, it's tough, it's not too light. I mean, heavy. They do have plastic ones that are lighter, but who cares? Tripod screw down there, and then on the side as well for the Ulanzi clips, and then boom, you can just have it on your backpack with the tripod there. So when you want to vlog, oh, boom, clip up, boom, you're out there. That's what I like. In comparison to the GoPro Ulanzi cage, so much bigger with this stupid mic adapter, and it has no side screws for that thing. There's nowhere to put it. So I can't clip it on. You couldn't fit that in a pocket. What are you supposed to do with it? So to answer your question, absolutely worth it. The only reason to even use those cameras, because of that cage, through my affiliate links. I just stopped down the aperture to tickle your mind. 2.8 now, instead of 1.2. It's not all about the ton, is it? No, it's not. Which of these ultra-wide angle lenses do you suggest for indoor real estate videography in a low-light, noisy situation with Sony ZV-E10 camera? This question just saps energy out of my soul. I've never done real estate videography. I have no idea what you need. I'll pretend you said vlogging. I'd probably go with the Sony 11mm. It's tiny, it's good enough. You don't need 3D pop. It would help sell the house because you get a depth feel. Oh, that is in there. Instead of a flat house, no one wants that. Samyang is disgusting. Rokinon is Samyang. Tamron possibly even worse than both. Viltrox. That's the other one that's... I didn't like it, but most people love it. I think the Sony 11mm will have the most reliable autofocus. If you're even doing that in real estate, why are you asking me? Let's leave this guy alone. Would you take a Sony full frame plus 18mm Tony 3.4 at only 544 grams, lens included? You sound like an infomercial, but okay. For a walk and talk vlogging? Essentially, that's what we now have with an Olympus EM5 III and Penny 1.7. You didn't even say the focal length. Your infomercial sucks. Oh, you will get no sales. The phones are not off the hook, except better colors and stabilization. I can put the rest of your sentences together for you. EM5 Mark III, 9mm, Leica 1.7. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Pretty darn good. That would probably, if you're just vlogging, that would probably outperform anything we have today. Color science, stabilization, autofocus, everything. Except Olympus has kryptonite amongst its peers. Olympus's kryptonite is its slow motion codecs, and that is the most disappointing thing. Not only is there a huge crop, 30% crop, it's just ugly, and it's single autofocus. How stupid is that? You can't even reach it if you're doing it on yourself, and it locks the focus and exposure, and just over sharpened digital hell. That's the problem. That's my most exciting feature, is slow motion. And Olympus is probably the worst at it, if not the XH2S now with the 240 frames, unless that's fixing a firmware. It better be, because it's not yet. So yeah, you could do worse. Here's one, he kept it nice and short. Thank you. Love to get your camera purchase, 2K max for YouTube. 2K what? Canadian dollars? Rupees? What do you pay with? Penguin money? Is that a thing? 2,000 penguin dollars? YouTube, static, talking head, and product reviews. Looking to upgrade from a 550D. Wow. Canon 2Ti. I said that dyslexic like. Yeah, you should probably upgrade. The one I heard about was the T3i when I first started YouTube, literally. So like you're behind the times for sure. You could use an upgrade. Maybe Canon SL3. Still same lenses. Same dual pixel autofocus now, flippy screen. You could do worse. Panasonic S5 looks perfect option with full frame cinema magic, but will it? No, it won't ever focus on anything, ever. How is Panasonic perfect for anything, ever? It's never the answer to anything. Oh man, what are you gonna do? You're used to Canon color science and autofocus, maybe not in the T2i. It had dual pixel aspirations though, I bet. Still better than Panasonic. And then you're gonna go to this like manual cinema thing with like you're out of focus the whole time. Give me a break. Canon R7 top of, what are you looking for here? They have no lenses for a talking head type of thing. Nothing wide, nothing good. You're probably looking at like ZV-1 level. Get that. That would be an improvement to your Canon. Live in that life, that area. Is that a helicopter? It's a no-fly zone. Maybe Canon EOS R or RP if you're super budget on it and you don't mind line skip 1080p. How they even do that? Sony ZV-1. You could go the E10. It's not much better. It's often worse in a lot of cases. But then you get your product showcase mode for your product reviews. What do you review? Vacuum cleaners? What a loser. Olympus EM5 with the Leica 9mm. I would like it. Could you review a product with it? Probably not. So what? Quit your job. What camera bag do you use? I use a JanSport. It's a backpack. It's lasted me well. Camera bags are the dumbest invention. They're heavier than any known bag. Why would you have a bag that's already heavy and then you put heavy gear in it? It's like the dumbest thing. I have a PGY Tech camera bag that I use to lift weights with. I have like all my ankle weights in there, and then I do pistol squats holding that bag because it has 2 handles on the side. And I'm like, oh, that's what a camera bag could do for you. They're so heavy, they just add weight to my workouts. Other than that, like, what's the point? Someone has to make a camera bag that's actually super light and has compartments for the most important equipment, which is food and water. You have a little camera, and then like food and water is the main thing. A waterproof separate section that doesn't leak onto my expensive gear, if you don't mind. That's what a camera bag should do. I will never use one. They don't exist. Casey, do you know if the newest Olympus OM1 has taken care of the various video quirks and button issues that you point out with the EM1 Mark III? Thank you. They haven't fixed a damn thing. I thought they did, but the custom modes, they don't work. They just throw you into program auto, just like the EM1 III. That peaking does not stay on unless you press a button. So every time you turn the camera off, oh, remember to press a button to turn peaking on. That's annoying. And just same autofocus. I mean, no worse autofocus. And worse than Fuji X-H2S animal eye detect. It was actually much worse than the Fuji. At least that did stuff sometimes. Olympus, what the hell? And that slow motion kryptonite with the single autofocus, and just, I couldn't like recommend buying it. I'm going out tomorrow to a new town to test that 300mm prime with the OM1 so we can see 4K 60p. But like I told y'all, that little 75 to 300 lens is showing you what Olympus is capable of. It's the camera that is the fault, not the lens. Yes, the 300mm prime will be a little sharper, but it's not like worlds better. I get so much hate. Oh my God, you compared a Sony to that lens? No wonder. As if. It's barely a difference. I could do a side-by-side. You'd be like, yeah, that is a little sharper. Same basic look, though. It would look like trash compared to anything. Yeah. So, I think we're done. This 3D pop episode. I'm sweating like a horse. Horse meat. It's hot. Usually I have a fan going, but that would ruin my audio. I have a lav mic on my neck. You buying a t-shirt? They're down there. I wouldn't mind one. Voidy Lander. This flatter sent a gift that keeps on giving. That thing will never die. How many elements? Like 3, probably. That's the secret. Oh, that 3D pop. Wow. I'm gonna go. Do you see the depth? Yeah. Yeah.